Dan RadioStyle, that's Ashton Shepherd doing Look It Up. Yeah, like I said, did a few of these. Obviously, I recorded a couple of these in a row because I've got an outing this week. So I am padding my schedule a little bit with some pre-records. One. Well, actually, anyway, whatever. We'll see how it plays out. But not planning on doing a show that particular night for sure. And we'll see how I'm feeling the next day, too. It might just be too damn giddy to actually be able to get on a microphone and not be all over the place. I have a hard enough time just normally, right? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we'll see how that plays out. Anywho, yes, Ashton Shepherd, Look It Up. I'm doing a lot of country. I don't know why. Just the 4 songs I got for these 2 happen to fall into that area. So I wanted to do another show kind of on talking to the universe. Not sure exactly what I'll call this. Talking to the universe and or i.e. signs. Probably more in the universe gives signs, something along those direction there. And this is someone that left a comment on one of my videos and was talking about how she was, asking for signs and getting them. And so we've talked a lot about this, and we'll certainly give these examples as well. And the comments are kind of exciting the way she wrote them. But it's also a reminder to everybody. First, I get a lot of questions from time to time as well. How do you ask? Like, so many of us, it seems, are so used to there being like some special ritual that we need to do. And I've actually found in most cases, I mean, there are definitely some places where rituals are cool and they kind of get you into the right mindset, and there's definitely something to be said about that. Manifesting techniques, no, not so much. Really, it's just techniques. It's just doing. And really what it comes down to, intention. What are you thinking? That's it. What do you think, say, do? Intention. That's it. So when it comes to manifesting stuff, it's very straightforward. What you think, what you say, what you do. When it comes to communicating with other people's higher selves, as I've constantly referred to it as, and it's an easier way, to look at it. It's, I think, technically correct in most senses, but there might be levels to that maybe I'm not fully privy to. I'm sure there is, for that matter. But the concept of higher self, they're always listening. There's no, hey, psst, psst, higher self, psst, you. Don't need to do it. Just say, so-and-so. You don't even have to say so-and-so's higher self. So-and-so, when you say their name, higher self's listening. So-and-so's conscious self? Yeah, who knows? Who knows, right? They're in the middle of that badminton final because they're good or whatever. Basket weaving, studying for the test. These people are probably not going to hear you on a conscious level. There are going to be times where you will, and I've actually had a few very interesting ones with my person. I want to say Saturday, I had a very significant one that tripped me out. I'll probably talk about it after because I need to confer with her if I was accurate. I mean, there's been a lot of things where I've had hunches and feelings and been able to confirm with her. There's been times I've been wrong too, but on the whole, I'm definitely over 50%. But this one was very significant. It was interesting. So I'll confirm that after. But again, talking to the higher self takes no additional effort. Just talk to them. Talk to them like they're in the room with you. Literally, that's all you got to have conversations with your person's higher self. If no one's around to listen to you and say, well, you're crazy. You talk to yourself and you're like, yeah, kind of like, so long as you don't answer yourself. And you're like, yeah, I do that too. So again, I will pace this house when I'm having issues. I've literally got an app called Dictadroid that's on my phone. And I've literally, I don't want to say channeled, but kind of basically channeled conversations from her to myself. I mean, I've done all sorts of wackadoo stuff in this house. I talk to her all the time. All the time. I am constantly communicating with her higher self. Always. I love talking to her. And there's a lot of times where, honestly, I feel like I hear answers back. I don't know. Well, not hear, but feel, see. I don't know, like the information's there. I don't really know how to describe it. I'm not really hearing it. It's just the words pop into my head, kind of, right? Like answers from her. I don't know. Whether it's right or wrong, it's fun. It entertains me. It's gotten me through a lot of stuff that was challenging for me and allowed me to kind of talk it out. And I felt like I was talking it out with her, right? Whether I am or aren't, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I am, but whether you believe that or don't, it doesn't matter. It's a great experience of being able to hear yourself say things and in an environment where their higher self loves you regardless. It's not like you can say horrible, wicked things and be a total jerk to their higher self. And they're not going to judge you. It's not necessarily going to help your chances, mind you. And hopefully it'll help you realize, oh, you're being a jerk. But their higher selves love you regardless. So again, it's cool when you do it, gives you a chance, and the universe is very, very there to help. And when it comes to asking for signs from your significant person, it's the same thing. Ask. Talk to the universe like it's a person. I don't know. Talk to the universe like it's God. Talk to the universe like it's higher self. Talk to whatever. Whatever belief structure you want to lean towards that it feels more comfortable, there you go. I mean, it's like prayer back in the day. I used to pray. I used to, you know what I mean? And I still get into a lot of those. I mean, I still kind of believe in source, right? I just have different names for what I used to call God or whatever. But it's that's the only evolution to that whole concept. So anyway, ask. That's all you got to do. So here's what the comment was. Guys, I had a very clear sign once from the universe. I was thinking of my specific person and asking for an extremely clear sign that things would be okay. I let go, knew the sign was coming, and trusted that I would see it and know what it was when it came. Less than 10 minutes later, I was driving past this billboard and something prompted me to look at the sign. I almost didn't, and the sign said, "Here's your sign." Whoa! I was freaked out. So a few weeks later, I asked the same thing. Within the same time frame, all of a sudden this weird song came on from my Apple radio, downloaded music. I didn't even know this song was downloaded. And I looked down at the song and it said, "Here's your sign, Christmas." Got the same sign twice, which is funny. And in my opinion, by the way, I hope this listener is listening to this. When we start to advance, so maybe this will be one of the little teacher ones I do, but when we start to advance, universe will make you be more specific. And I already see it happening in your life. Universe is already starting to go, okay, I gave you your sign. Here's your sign. You wanted more than that. I know you wanted more than that, and it's very verbatim and very specific, so hard to ignore. But again, it's such an awesome example, but you will reach times where you will get sort of funny little, like, oddly exactly what I said when it's like, that's not what I meant, but say what you mean what you say. Very important principles to live by. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Very important, because if not, strange things will happen, or you're manifesting undesired results. So hopefully this helps. Just ask. Universe is there. Universe is waiting. Universe doesn't care, frankly. And our higher selves are the ones that do care, by the way. So when we're getting stuff, it's not the universe talking to us per se. It's higher self. It's our higher self. It's our divine aspect, our soul self that's in communication with everybody, that's chatting with universe, that's got it all dialed in, that knows what's up. It's got the high vantage point, flying with the eagles, right? And they can see far, far out. They can see way past the forest that we're currently standing in. Higher self can do it. Higher self can see it. We just have to learn to kind of listen. Listen to your higher self. It's got some great advice, especially when you're frustrated, like the last show I did. When you get down, you get a little frustrated, ask higher self. Dude, help me out. Higher self, give me a sign, give me a dream, something. I don't know. I don't know what you can come to me with, but I need help. I need your support. And something will happen. Something will happen. Don't know when. Don't worry about it. For many of us, that is a key, by the way, and that's totally off topic, but this whole, it needs to happen in a time frame. We got to let go of that. That one's just let go of. No part of that will ever benefit you. Never. In fact, the more spiritually evolved you get, the more that disintegrates and goes to the wayside, and you start to realize, I am in the divine time at all time. Period. And you just realize it, and you just know it. There's times I laugh where I'll literally get to an intersection, and it's green arrow for me. Like, the green arrow is like, there's nobody at the intersection, and there's no reason it should have changed. There's not like a walk sign flashing, right? Literally, it's just a green arrow, and I just happen to be coming out. And I work really early, so there's hardly anyone on the road. And like I said, this happens. I'll get lights that are odd directions, and it's like, thank you. And as soon as I get even remotely close enough, it turns yellow, and I still make it through. But it's like, it's obviously showing me. It's awesome. It's like, no, this was for you. There you go. No one else on the road, but I'll change the signals for you in advance of you even getting there. Again, Sometimes we like to show ourselves you're exactly where you need to be. You're right on track. You're in the perfect timing. And we are. So maybe that's the question you ask your higher self if you're frustrated or if you don't feel like things are happening quick enough in your manifestation. Ask for that sign and just demonstrate. Am I in the divine timing? Everything's fine. It's in process. Show me. And who knows? Who knows how it'll come up? It'll be something that works for you. It'll be symbols that work in your mind because ultimately you're the one that needs to understand it. No one else needs to. No one else has to see it the way you saw it. If it hits you in a certain way, that's good. It's that whole word association game, right? You say tomato, I say tomato, probably. But like you say oil and I say slick. You say, like, it's that first word that pops into your head, right? That is what matters. And that's how you work. That's your internal mechanisms. So if it hits you in a weird way and you're like, oh, that's the sign, it's probably the sign. Don't ask someone else to confirm that for you. They'll look at you like you're nuts. No, that was a coincidence. That's not a sign. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Yeah. You'll get over that one quick. Trust me. Hopefully this helps. Kind of trying to show the ropes and how these signs can show and how you can easily talk to universe and source and higher self and all these people. That's all good. They're all listening. They're all waiting to hear from you. Just chat away, have fun. Going out with a song by Blake Shelton. It's called Don't Make Me on Dan RadioStyle.
Took such a long time for me to find you. Don't make me let you go.